Hello everyone. I am now standing in the rain on the sidewalk of Meridian, southbound, headed toward the roundabout where Meridian intersects with in Illinois Street. This is a new roundabout. It's been criticized quite heavily for several reasons. I would like to show it to you and express my own opinion of what I think about it and suggestions on how to make it safer for you. This roundabout was installed to replace a signaled intersection which had been criticized for causing backups in the traffic both in the Meridian direction and the Illinois direction. They were hoping that it would make the flow smoother and safer. Personally, I think that verdict is still out. A first noteworthy for this roundabout, if you look carefully, the bicycle lane, which is the inside lane, inside the striped lane, goes onto a ramp onto the sidewalk. This is very interesting. So those of us who are afraid of going into the traffic lanes in the roundabout will come up onto the sidewalk, which means that they will have to share the sidewalk with us pedestrians. It will make it safer for someone who's a bit timid like myself. If you look carefully, there is no bicycle ramp at the other end or at the roundabout end. When you leave the roundabout, you are expected to, like a pedestrian, proceed on the sidewalk to turn the left onto Illinois and go to the crosswalk on Illinois, which, as you can see, is offset from the roundabout itself. Here we are at the crosswalk. A suggestion that I would have would be to have a crosswalk flashing light. Now, I don't know, perhaps they are already planning for that. There is still work going on at this roundabout. We just crossed and we're heading back toward the roundabout itself. Now, you notice that there is a yield sign. Traffic entering the roundabout has to yield to traffic that's already in the circle itself. We're now continuing south on Meridian, and we're about to use the crosswalk to cross Meridian to the other side. We're going to cross here, carefully looking at both directions. It seems to be quiet, and I have to say this is a little bit quieter than normal, but we are about to conclude a holiday season. We're now on the other side, heading north on Meridian on the sidewalk. Now, it's interesting to watch how the traffic behaves, understanding that cars entering the roundabout must yield to cars already in the roundabout itself. There had been criticism that cars on Meridian are failing to yield to cars on Illinois. You need to learn to take turns. If you see someone on Illinois waiting to cross, you need to yield to them before you proceed into the circle. The behavior today seems to be okay. I think what I'll do is do a follow-up video on a very busy, say, Friday afternoon, perhaps my homework assignment. And by the way, that driver stopped, which is what they are supposed to do. Anyhow, I'm saying that my homework assignment would be to come back here with my camera and maybe park myself in one of the corners and just watch what's going on, or slowly do the same, walking around the roundabout, but with the purpose to see the behavior and perhaps with a lot less narration. Now we're about to cross Meridian, and looking at the behavior, it looks to be okay. The cars are waiting, or the drivers are waiting their proper turn. Now, as we're crossing Meridian to go to the southbound side, I think some suggestions here maybe would be to install the walking blinking signals to cross for each of the 4 crosswalks, and perhaps signs for bicyclists to remember to yield to pedestrians. Other suggestions being made are to include speed bumps on the Meridian side. That has been argued, and that would be contentious. Suggestions have also been made to reinstall a new traffic signal. My opinion would be to hold off on that suggestion, because you would be defeating the purpose of this roundabout if you were to install traffic signals, as the traffic signals were removed for this roundabout. So I would hold off on that. I think before we install traffic signals, we would go ahead and put speed bumps on the north and south sides, although that's going to be controversial. Now I am about to cross the Illinois Street on the southbound side of Meridian, as my next phase of my trip is to head downtown to do a narrated video about the new bicycle lanes on Holly, which have also been controversial. So I think this is it for here. So as we cross here, let me say thank you very much. And if you see a goofy 70-year-old man dancing somewhere around here, step up, say hello, and let's chat. So, without any further ado, may I please say, let my true love reach out to you all. Bye-bye.